couple of days ago, I got a message from one of my clients about one of his clients. They had started an organization that was kind of impactful and really doing some good work in the world. And then he followed up that message with some blowback that they're getting from a rival organization and the supporters of the rival organization. Again, trying to do good things in the world, but the supporters of this rival organization were just vile and nasty and violent and icky and gross. So I looked at all that and I was trying to come up with, I'm a coach, so I'm trying to figure out how to be spiritual, right? How do I be coachy? How do I put a positive spin on this or a useful spin on this? And I racked my brains and I looked at it and all I could text back was, people suck sometimes. Really, people suck. Um, and that seemed like the appropriate answer to that. When people are mean and vile like that, yeah, people suck. On the flip side, you go on social media and you see somebody saving puppies from a raging river and risking their lives. Or I just saw a video of two McDonald's employees sitting down and helping to feed one of their customers who was handicapped. I cried. It was so beautiful. People are wonderful sometimes. And then I go on social media and we violently attack each other and tear each other apart. And people suck sometimes. And then I go back and I go to a game, a talent show, me and my talent shows, and I see someone pour their heart out, and I'm like, oh my God, people are wonderful sometimes. And then what I notice is sometimes people are wonderful and sometimes people suck. And sometimes it's the same people who are wonderful and the same people who suck, right? One person, you can have a completely different experience with someone cut you off or was nasty to you in some fashion. And then someone else says they're wonderful. And you're like, that's not my experience. I know people talk like that with me. Here's a little anecdotal story is I was in a shaman circle doing some persona work. Persona is the face that we put out to the world, how we grew up and present ourselves and people see us. And the exercise was for people, you stand in the middle of a circle and it's really uncomfortable and people start shouting out names and descriptions of you, how they see you, how they feel about you, how they feel around you. And all these names start getting thrown at you. And the name they came up with me for me was Belligerent Teddy Bear. Belligerent Teddy Bear. I got the teddy bear part. I'm kind of a loving, kind of nice guy. The belligerent part is I'm also kind of nasty. I can cut to the quick. I can be kind of foul to people. I can't tell you how many times people have come up to me who love me and we're close friends. And they'll say, yeah, 3 years ago when you said such and such, I was so pissed at you. I was pissed at you for 6 months. Now, the fun part is when they say, and you were right. I just didn't want to know it. But I don't, like I can be kind of biting and kind of cutting, and I can be kind of loving and caring, right? Belligerent teddy bear. So in the same person can be good and can be bad. People can suck and people can be wonderful. I can suck and I can be wonderful. My guess is you can suck and you can be wonderful. We are, again, we're in the middle of this pandemic. We are so in fight or flight. Most of us are not at our best. Most of us kind of suck. So what do we do with this, right? What do we do with the fact that people suck sometimes? It's really nice when you see people saving puppies and you can just say, "Oh, people are good." What do you do when people suck? It was a thing in AA when I first got into AA. It was, give the first five assholes of the day a break. Give the first five assholes of the day a break. So you go out and you get cut off on the highway. You're like, okay, there's one. You get a break. And then you go someplace and the person who's giving you your coffee is rude. You're like, okay, you get a break. Then you go to work and your boss is just a complete jerk to you. Like you get a break. You're Oprah. You're like, you get a break and you get a break. And what happens is when you give them a break, uh, your life is better. See, 9 times out of 10 for me, when someone insults me, when someone's rude to me, when someone cuts me off, oh, they shouldn't have done that. I am sitting there arguing with reality. We know Byron Katie says when you argue with reality, you only lose 100% of the time. But that shouldn't have happened. And what does that mean about me? It's all about my ego. Generally, when I'm really wrapped around the axle, it's because my ego has been bruised or I think something shouldn't have happened. But when I let go, when I give an asshole a break, when I just let go of it, again, I don't have to be spiritual, but I don't have to worry about what's going on behind that. What are they scared of? What is their upbringing? What's going on? I don't need to know any of that. I just need to give them a break and that I don't know anything that's going on the other side. What happens is I'm free, right? I let it go. I forgive. I bless them, whether it's, God bless you or God bless you. Uh, I'm free. So when the action happens, which probably just took a second or two, right? That action took a second or two. And then we spend the rest of the day reliving it, reliving it, reliving it. We take a shower, we redo the argument. We have the argument that we would have had with them had we actually had a conversation with them. And then we spend the whole day, maybe a week, in reliving the transgression. When we let it go, which again is a practice, it's so hard. It's an addictive thing, like sugar, like cocaine. It's addictive to be resentful. It's addictive to be right, that they were wrong, that they were bad. But for me, the freedom comes from letting it go, from forgiveness, from just saying, I don't know what's going on with them. I'm injured. I have a feeling, and I never suppress the feelings. I get triggered. I get angry. I don't like unkindness. I do not like meanness, and I get triggered. But to the practice of letting it go so I can go on with my day, so that the transgression can be 1 or 2 seconds and not an hour or 3 hours. And then, shit rolls downhill, right? I'm still upset about something that happened to me. So I'm going along, I'm having a good day. Then someone cuts me off. Now I'm in a foul mood. Now I go get my coffee. Now I'm rude to the person who didn't get my coffee fast enough, right? Shit rolls downhill. So for me, the give five assholes a break. I'm my goal is to give all assholes a break, because I'm an asshole sometimes, and I don't mean to be. Um, so that's my take on good people, bad people. People suck sometimes. People are wonderful sometimes. I suck sometimes. I'm wonderful sometimes. You probably suck sometimes. You're probably wonderful most of the time, because all my listeners are wonderful. So thank you for listening. I love you a ton. Take care of yourself. Give yourself a break. Have a great rest of the day.